Hey everyone, welcome back. My name is Zain and this is Altcoin Disrupt. Allow me to declare that this video is not financial advice. This video is strictly for entertainment purposes and for educational purposes. Now we've got plenty of updates to go through on the Solana ecosystem and Solana in general. We've got price to go through, so we will touch on the pricing of Solana. We will go through our predictions for next year, for the market cap, and for the price of Solana, realistic price for Solana. But first, I'd like to go through the proof of history, how Solana brings time to crypto. And this is really important to touch on, so we're gonna have fun with this video. Additionally, we do have monthly community updates for the November 2021 Solana ecosystem. And once again, this video is just going to be brilliant to go through because I know a lot of people on this channel love Solana and I love Solana as well. By the way, subscribe and leave a like if you think that Solana is the future of cryptocurrency and the blockchain technology. Because when it comes to speed, cost per transaction, Solana is doing the best. So let's get into it. Proof of history with Solana. So this article is part of a series that explains the technical innovations behind Solana, the world's most performant blockchain. Time is a construct? No, really. So why is proof of history important? Well, if you know the precise time, you can validate information a lot quicker. Imagine you wanted to send a very important letter that leaves New York and arrives in Chicago at 5 p.m., stopping at Philadelphia, Pittsburgh, and Cleveland along the way. And because this new letter is important, you want to verify that this is indeed the train with that letter every time it stops and not the train that's going from Boston to Atlanta, Detroit to New Orleans, or even New York to San Francisco. On the other chain's railway, it would take a ridiculous amount of time and resources to determine that the information was correct every time the train is stopped because there is no schedule. So on the Solana railway, though every time that train stopped, the letter gets a stamp from the city that includes the time. By the time the train arrives in Cleveland, it already has a stamp from Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and New York, so this train station attendee knows that it's heading to Chicago and is due to arrive at 5 p.m. The attendant gives the appropriate Cleveland stamp, and the train heads off in a matter of minutes. Instead of the hours spent trying to get in touch with every other station, it saves a lot. It saves a ton of time and money. Now on the Solana blockchain, any individual nodes can validate the entire chain with just a small piece of information. Even if you're not connected to the rest of the network, in fact, even if every computer ran a slightly different speed, the ASIC will stay within 30% of what is bound on the network. Everybody has a localized, centralized, autonomous clock, and these clocks never need to be resynchronized. So even if you get cut off and connections link go down, our clocks never drift because they are logically based on the SHA-256. Even better because the blockchain can be verified by a small piece of information. It means that it can be verified in parallel, or more than one piece can be verified at a given time. Most programmable blockchain can only validate a blockchain one at a time. Think of it this way. Other chain railway only use one attendant doing that long verification process for every letter on the train. But Solana railway has multiple attendants that can check many different letters on the train for their stamps at the same time, which means the train moves a lot faster. And that's why Solana is so fast. So I don't know if you guys realize this, but when I started reading this article, I don't know if you realize that this is an explanation of why Solana can complete up to 40,000+ transactions per second. This article gives you a simple explanation of how it achieves those high numbers. And that's proof of history, how Solana brings time to crypto. Proof of history allows Solana to move faster because there's a large amount of ways to verify that given information, not just one way. Solana can be diversified in so many different ways to make the network faster, and that's exactly what they're doing. Now the analogy when I was telling that story, I don't know if anyone actually listened in entirely, but I hope you listen until the end because it does make a lot of sense. The train analogy makes a lot of sense. Now, ladies and gents, on to bigger things. Monthly community updates for November 2021 for the Solana ecosystem. See the energy impact of Solana transaction. I've made a video on this and I will be uploading it soon. How Solana brings time to crypto. We just spoke about that, proof of history. Now in this article, they've got Galaxy Create Index to track Solana. Solana reached 1 million followers on Twitter. 1 million followers on Twitter. My goodness, that's remarkable. And congratulations to Solana because marketing is extremely important. There you go, ladies and gents. 1.1 million followers on Twitter, by the way. 1.1 million followers. By the way, Ethereum has 1.9 million followers. I just wanted to add that there. Polkadot has 1 million followers on Twitter as well. And Twitter is just the perfect place for crypto community, isn't it? It's like the number one place for crypto community. Places like Twitter, Telegraph, Discord, they're the place for cryptocurrency. It's really remarkable how social media works in that aspect, but it's really exciting. Nominations open for December 2021 Squid Prize, Phantom iOS wallet coming soon, Wormhole expands bridge to FTX, and BuildSpace help artists launch NFT collection with Metaplex. So see the energy consumption of the Solana transaction. I've been through this a little bit in another video and we can go through it again. Basically, this article explains to you in the energy consumptions from a Solana transaction, a single Solana transaction compared to a single Google search. A Google search is 1000 joules. Solana is 1800 joules approximately. Keeping an LED light bulb on for 1 hour is 36,000 joules. But here's where it gets interesting. As you go down this list, the numbers keep on getting bigger. Working for an hour with a computer and monitor is 46.8 thousand joules. Playing 1 hour of PlayStation 5 games is 708.8 thousand joules. Running a refrigerator for an hour, 810,000 joules. And the last time I checked, our refrigerators run 24/7s all the way through the year. Just think about that for a moment. Obviously, it's a necessity for our homes, but the point is, it's remarkable the big difference that there is. Now, here's where it gets even more interesting. 1 hour of central air conditioning is 12.6 million joules. That's just 1 hour. But here's where it gets ridiculously sad. One Ethereum transaction is 692 million joules per Ethereum transaction. One Bitcoin transaction, 6,995.5 million joules. Almost 7 billion joules for one Bitcoin transaction. Compare to a single transaction on Solana, 1,837 joules exact. So when I say Solana is the future of cryptocurrency and blockchain technology, explain to me why you don't believe me, because the numbers are here. The numbers are clear. Solana is obviously the better platform to use for many different ways. It's faster, it's easier to build dApps on Solana. It's also cheaper to use as well. Now, don't get me wrong, Bitcoin will always remain king. But which platform is faster? Which platform is cheaper? It's obviously Solana. Anyway, enough of that. Let's continue with our video. How Solana brings time to crypto. We've spoken about that. Bloomberg, Galaxy to track Solana. I won't get too much into this because there's a quick summary that we can go through. Bloomberg's and Galaxy Digital have partnered to create an index to track Solana. This is amongst the first institutional source that is tracking Solana, according to a post announcing the partnership by Tim Grant, head of Europe for Galaxy. The Bloomberg's Galaxy Solana index is now live on Bloomberg Terminal. That's fascinating. Now, obviously, the partnership with Bloomberg is a huge deal, and you shouldn't underestimate that. We've spoken about Solana reaching 1 million followers on Twitter. It's a huge achievement, and I'm proud of Solana. Nominations open for December 2021 Squid Prize. It's that time again. The Squid Prize is once again open for nomination, named after its first recipient. The Squid Prize is a biannual celebration of people who've made extraordinary contributions to the Solana community. Winners will receive 20,000 in USDC and an exclusive Squid Prize NFT. And with more information, this video is really exciting to be honest. Phantom iOS wallet coming quite soon. Phantom, the easy to use wallet for Solana ecosystem, dropped a sneak peek on a long-awaited feature, a mobile wallet. They announced it would be coming to iOS in January 2022. This is early next year in January. This is fantastic, and this is just what we need for Solana. The company also recently announced a partnership with MoonPay for easy on-ramp services. And if you guys want to tease, this is live on Twitter. Spotted Phantom iOS app in the wild. This is insane. I do wanna share this tweet. I'll probably retweet this and check this out a bit more later. But this is quite exciting. This is nice to see it. This will be an iOS app as well. And in additional news, MoonPay partners with leading Solana wallet Phantom. Solana ecosystem in one place. Phantom makes it easy to swap, send and receive Solana, and SPL Solana program library. Whether you're looking to interact with DeFi protocols or buy and sell NFTs, marketplaces, Phantom is a one-stop shop for expansive Solana ecosystem. So in additional news, Wormhole expands bridge to FTX. Wormhole announced a major bridging partnership with FTX that would allow FTX users to make deposit for Wrap ETH and many other Wrap assets. BuildSpace help artists launch NFT collection with Metaplex. Have a spare weekend, BuildSpace has launched a new project that will help aspiring artists to build a custom NFT collection on Metaplex in a weekend. Now, as for the FTX announcement, this was announced on Twitter. We're excited to announce the deposit of Wrap ETH and many other Wormhole crypto Wrap assets that are live on FTX. Fantastic. This is fantastic news, obviously. And in additional news for BuildSpace, ship your own custom NFT collection, Metaplex in a weekend. This is fantastic. So I'm going to be quite honest. I don't actually know much about BuildSpace, but I'm willing to learn more about BuildSpace, to be honest. Start building the future of the internet. If you're a dev that's curious about Web3 but not sure where to start, this is the spot for you. Learn plus start building cool tools right now. Earn NFTs, access secret work opportunities in the crypto world. Get into Solana by building. It's pretty hard to understand this stuff just by reading a blog post. Instead, we'll hack around with the tech ourselves and build something real. Decide for yourself if Web3 is cool or not. Pick up Metaplex, the top library for creating Solana NFTs. This can be used with React, Replit, and Phantom. Let your friends come in and mint their own NFTs to their wallet. That's quite exciting, actually. I've never heard of such a thing. We're going to take our workspace out of the local host, 3000. You'll have a fully deployed Solana project by the end. Earn an NFT once you finish. That's quite interesting. Who is this for? Curious hackers who want to tinker with Solana, industry engineers that want to do a cool crypto stuff, students that want to build their own portfolio. This is actually quite exciting. It sounds like it's something that could give a lot of people a great opportunity to hop in the space of crypto development. A live kickoff sesh to get you a little hype. So this is actually really exciting, and I do hope to learn more about this project. Now, in additional Solana ecosystem news, some of this information we've already been through, but information we didn't touch on, such as Katana, the winner of the Solana Ignite hackathon, announced they are coming soon. Pocket Network officially integrates with Solana. That's quite exciting. And it's one positive thing I can always say about Solana is that there's always something happening on the Solana ecosystem. Always new development and big exciting projects that are being created on Solana blockchain and ecosystem. Honestly, I'd like to find someone who can say something bad about Solana, because I'm honestly surprised all the time because Solana is just killing the crypto game. But for the most part, we've been through most of the important things on the Solana ecosystem update. So I hope you've enjoyed this video. We can now have a look at the price of Solana. I've already gone through my price prediction and price analysis in other videos, but I will go over it in this video as well. So we're looking at Solana in a realistic way. Realistic price for Solana. I do believe that's around 300 to 400 US dollar realistically for Solana. And I'll explain my logic behind this. I also believe that Solana can definitely grow to 100 billion in market cap by next year. And I wouldn't be surprised if it does a lot better than 100 billion in market cap. This also means that the price of the cryptocurrency will inevitably double by that time. If the market cap doubles, the price of this crypto will double. And that will put it somewhere just below 400 US dollars. So definitely between 350 to 400 US dollars. That's what we would be looking at for Solana. It's quite exciting. Now, the reason I think this is because Solana has just been growing absolutely insane, and they don't look like they're going to slow down anytime soon. But not just that, Solana actually hit $257 this year, and I think it's going to do a whole lot better next year, and I think it could go much further than just $300 next year. We're looking at possibly even $400 next year. Now, if Solana does achieve these high marks that I'm putting Solana up to achieve, this also means that Solana would jump Theta and Solana will jump Binance Coin. Now, I do believe that Theta and Binance Coin will continue to grow, especially next year. They will continue to grow. There's no doubt about that. So all these three cryptos are actually competing against each other. And it's going to be quite interesting to see who comes out on top as of next year. Right now, it looks like Binance Coin is winning that race by a good margin as well. And it looks like XRP is actually hovering around 6th crypto in the world by market cap. Despite the problems that XRP was going through like earlier this year, late last year with the US government, I'm really surprised to see XRP recovering this well, but also currently sitting at the 6th coin in the world by market cap by a decent margin. Obviously, it just tipped over Cardano, but I wouldn't be surprised if Cardano went back up, because Cardano is just undervalued as well, and so is XRP because of their use cases. Now, the reason I say Solana is so undervalued is mostly because you can also say Bitcoin is undervalued. Bitcoin was also above 70 US dollars this year. So given that it's like 21,000 less than it was as we're speaking, in some ways you could say that Bitcoin is also undervalued. You could say almost any coin is undervalued. And the way you'd know that is if you ask yourself, if I bought this coin right now, if I bought Solana right now, do I think Solana could earn me a decent profit by the end of next year? And I do think Solana could double by the end of next year. And that's a really good profit margin. So yes, I do believe Solana is undervalued because it could earn me so much more. It could double within the next year. That is the definition of undervalue. And I will continue to repeat this in many videos to come, because this is my talking point for Solana. So thank you for watching this video. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Subscribe to see more, and I will see you in my next video. And I will make a price analysis and an in-depth price prediction for Solana quite soon.